What's up, everybody? Troy Casey here on this lovely winter day at our barrel cellar. I'm here to tell you about the beers that we're releasing for March. We've got 4 awesome blends, and I want to talk to you about them right now. First up, we've got something totally new that we've never done before. This is a dry hopped plum farmhouse ale. So this is Ghost Note, which is our spelt farmhouse ale, dry hopped with plums, and it is incredible. I'm super pumped on this one. Next up, we've got Undertone Pear. This is with French butter pears. So these are from Palisade, Colorado, but the variety is called French butter, and it is tasting amazing. Next up, we've got Backdrop with Fantasia nectarines. So this is our spelt farmhouse ale, fermented with organic nectarines. And last but not least, we've got Ghost Note Raspberry. So this is a lovely blend with some rich, juicy raspberries in it. First up, we've got Ghost Note Plum dry hopped. So we dry hopped this blend with Strata Hops, and the result is just incredible. We've dry hopped many stone fruit beers before, but we've never dry hopped a plum beer. And so what we wanted to try this year was to take some fresh Strata hops and then dry hop it with some plums, and the result is just incredible. It just tastes like, the aroma is like strawberry, just incredibly fruity. There's very little like classic plum notes. The dry hop just took the plums in a completely different direction, and it's just one of these blends that has me kicking myself that we haven't tried it before. So I'm really excited for you all to get to try this one. We just did, we've been dry hopping stone fruit beers for a while now, so we know the exact amount of hops to add, just so that it doesn't come across as grassy or kind of earthy, pithy. But I mean, this is just phenomenal. So it pours nice and clean. We separated the hops really well. Amazing foam stability, as we always get with plums. And I don't know how to describe it except strawberry. It just tastes like the best part of a strawberry. None of the like medicinal or weird qualities that keep us from using actual strawberries. It's just like a perfumey, just incredible strawberry characteristic on the nose. Really clean in the body, medium low acidity. Very easy to drink, but the complexity is very fun. As this beer warms up over the drinking experience, you're going to be tasting a bunch of different flavors from the base beer, but also from the dry hops and the combination with the plums. So I'm really pumped for you guys to get to try this one. Next up, we've got Undertone French Butter Pear. So these pears came to us from an organic grower in Palisade, and they're called French butter because they originated in France. But the story I wanted to tell was that the grower doesn't call them French butter because people just think that people at farmers markets in Colorado, they don't want to buy stuff they perceive to be from France. So the grower calls them something totally different, but the variety is called French butter. We let these get nice and ripe here in the cellar over the late summer, and the result is really, really special. So on the nose, it's a completely different plum or pear characteristic compared to some of the other pear blends we've done. So it's very unique in that aspect. Much more like the flesh of the pear as opposed to the skin or like pear candy. The Undertone, which is our oat farmhouse ale, that flavor comes through a lot, but the pears are just integrated perfectly into this blend. So we don't get to do too many pear beers a year, but this is one of the 2 that we did last year, so I'm pumped for this one as well. Up next, we've got Backdrop, which is our buckwheat farmhouse ale, fermented on fresh organic nectarines. So I've been loving the complexity that we're getting from these buckwheat farmhouse ales, and this is no exception. So we took some organic nectarines, aged it on these barrels, and we've just got a great, easy drinker, rich nectarines in the nose. If you've been around for more than a day or 2 in the membership, you know my love for these nectarine beers. They come across very different, in my opinion, from a peach beer, and it just creates something very unique and just always reminds me of summers here in Colorado when we get a fresh nectarine. This beer is as lively as the fermentation we have going on in the background. The buckwheat The base, it really creates a moderate acidity in the base beer, and that's what I'm tasting in this. But there's a lot of complexity, differentiating complexity that we're getting from that base beer. So even if you had many Nectarine beers from us before, this definitely comes across as different, and it's got awesome foam stability as well. One of my favorite things, as you can tell from these guys. Last but not least, we've got Ghost Note Raspberry. We've got, these raspberries came from the Pacific Northwest. These are just a fun one to have around. It's one of the, for many people, it's one of the first fruited sour beers that they, fruited types of sour beer that had fruit in it are raspberries. So I love the color, the nice foam. This beer does really well for us at our tap room. It's a great entry level beer for people, but it's just a fun dessert sour if you're looking for something like that as well. Big raspberry in the nose. Again, medium acidity. Great complexity from the Ghost Note, our Spelt Farmhouse Ale. We've got these 4 awesome blends for you this month. Thank you very much, EF. Have a great week.